G'day chaps, and welcome to my Let's Play of the brand new Elite Dangerous Powerplay. Now, I've actually held off from playing this properly, even though I've had access to the beta, because, like a little kid, I wanted to experience it firsthand from the get-go. So, even though I've done a quick guide, where I've rounded up the release notes from the beta, I haven't actually been in and played this myself. What I have been doing is preparing for this. So, I've already chosen my allegiance. I've already taken my ship in the live version of the game, and I've moved it to the right part of space. I've upgraded my ASP Explorer. That's as far as I've got, and I'll show you the loadout in just a second. Of course, I'm going to go into open play. Hopefully we meet some people today. I'm going to play this, do this Let's Play properly, and I say properly just meaning that I'm going to do this in one continuous play. I'm going to break this up into roughly 20-minute chunks and then publish whenever there's nothing much on my channel. Now, if you've been subscribed to me for a while, firstly, thank you. I appreciate it. Secondly, you know that I haven't done a Let's Play in a very long time, not since Total War or Rust or Mech Warrior. I've focused more on guides recently. I found that firstly, I quite enjoyed doing guides and doing a bit more researchy type stuff. Secondly, I found that Let's Plays don't tend to get very many views, and I kind of been put off by that. For this though, I'm going to do this Let's Play just because I enjoy it, and I want to kind of get back to that with the channel. I'm going to do stuff that I like, that you like, and I'm going to worry a little bit less about the statistics, the viewing figures. I think I got a little bit obsessed and upset by the fact that the channel wasn't doing very well, and then I kind of lost heart a little bit with making videos, and then I moved to Australia and that threw everything out of whack. But the good side is that we're all settled now and everything's going pretty well over here in Melbourne, and I want to get back to just making stuff that I like and hopefully you like, and just, you know, make things simple again. Having said that, however, we are coming up to 1,000 subscribers on the channel, so if you have any ideas about stuff you'd like me to do as a 1,000 subscriber special, do let me know. Now then, without further ado, let's take a look at where we are. So, first thing we need to do is go into Powerplay, and as expected, here we are. Now, I have chosen... Where is she? No, not Zachary. Felicia Winters. I've chosen Felicia Winters as my... Ooh, look at that picture. First time I've seen that picture. So I'm in Felicia Winters' space. I have chosen... where are we? Eli, or LA? Eli? However you pronounce it. I've just been doing a little bit of trading. I find space trucking quite relaxing, and after upgrading my ship, I'd not got much cash left at all, so I did just a little bit of trading. But here I am, smack bang in the middle of space. Let's take a look at Felicia Winters. Now, I've kind of gone against the grain. Ooh, look at that picture. What a hairdo, and some very strange lipstick. But I guess this is the future. Galactic standing number 1. I think that's different. In beta, I'm sure she was number 2. I'm sure she was. Anyway. I've gone against the grain in who I'm choosing. I've decided that I didn't want to choose my power based on the benefits they give. It wasn't so much about that for me. It's not about the special weapon you get. I don't care. It's more about the roleplay, because this is a game, this is simulation for me. I love just being in the universe. I love simulating being there. You know, this is fantasy stuff for me. This is escapism, I should say. And with that in mind, I wanted to stick to that. I'm really pumped about Powerplay. I'm really glad they brought this in. This, for me, is what the game has been lacking. I kind of stopped playing because beyond upgrading to a better ship, making more money, there was nothing to aim towards. I'd already ranked up to Allied for Federation, so of course Federation was a no-brainer for me. And I'm not particularly combat oriented. I'm not interested in just shooting. You know, this isn't Call of Duty for me. I like being in the universe, and I like, how can I put it? This is a long-term game for me. So I was a beta backer, and I'm hugely impressed, extremely happy with all the development that Frontier have been doing. I believe in what they're doing. I think they've really involved the community, and I feel like I'm part of that. So I'm really glad about the direction this game is going in, and this for me is just fantastic. So without further ado, let's just take a little look at who we're going to be pledging to. So this is Felicia Winters. The corporations bear a responsibility to sustaining the basic rights of our citizens. There you go. It sounds good to me. All for social justice, fairness, equality. She's looking damn good for 72. She's shadow president after the previous president, Halsey, or whatever the name was, died in a mysterious explosion. Now Hudson, I think, is president, the very aggressive member, the aggressive power. Now let's go through the ethos. Preparation. Shadow President Felicia Winters' media teams provide education on how liberal values bring a better life to all in targeted systems. So I think we'll have some missions where we have to promote propaganda. Expansion. Shadow President Felicia Winters sets in motion an extensive aid campaign, improving welfare and health in the system. What a girl. It's accompanied by agreements to ensure that federal values are respected in those systems. So she's strong against corporate governments. Okay, we need to bear that in mind. She's weak against communist, cooperative, feudal, and patronage governments. So patronage, I think, means empire. So she's strong. I'm going to make little notes here. Strong against corporate. Now, it would be great if I could gain enough of a ranking with this power that I'll be able to vote on which systems we expand into. Having said that, as you know from watching my channel, that I don't have a great amount of time to put into gaming anymore. I work a lot, so I doubt I'll be remotely as well ranked as some others. Now on to control. Shadow President Felicia Winters' tactics specialize in building communities, binding systems together through common causes, and utilizing federal courier services to aid continuity and smooth operations. Again, strong against corporate governments, weak against, we've read that already. Now this fits my ship as well. To talk about the ship I've got, and I'll show you in just a second, I've basically got a deadly trader with a massive jump range. So I've got an Asp Explorer, which I love to bits. Haven't named her yet, so if you've got any ideas, put it in the comments of what we should call our ship. I've even gone and bought a lovely paint job. I've upgraded it as much as I can afford to, and I'm pretty happy with its loadout. But yeah, I concentrate on transporting, moving, and my jump range is very, very good. 25 light years, I think, and 19 point whatever, fully loaded. Let's have a look at preparation. CC to spin this cycle. Now, CC is, what was it, Command Capital, I think it was. Command Capital, that's right. So these are the credits for powers. I'm not pledged to Felicia Winters. Well, let's fix this right away. I'm going to pledge allegiance. But before we do that, let's have a little read. Pledge allegiance. Winters' inclusive political stance fosters greater cooperation, giving supporters increased influence on systems in her domain. Okay. Leaving and defecting penalty. Leave power. Should you choose to leave Felicia Winters after pledging, you will lose your rating and be unable to join another power for half a day. I think that's the same as anyone else. Should you choose to defect to another power, you will carry half of your merits, and depending on your rating, will be targeted by members of that power for a period of time. All tokens and bonds for your original power will be invalidated. Okay. We're not planning to defect. I know that some people I've seen from Reddit are planning to kind of spam the system, take advantage of how Powerplay is set up, so I'm not quite sure how the details work, but what they're planning to do is join one power, work for them for a day, and then defect and take all the bonuses with them, but I can't be bothered, and that's just silly to me. I'm not that interested. Okay, available ratings. Rating 1, basic rating. Weekly bonus 1000 credits. 1000, that's pretty useless. 0 preparation nominations, 10 power commodity allocation every half hour. Rating 2, unlocked at 100 merits. Weekly bonus of 50,000 credits, that's good. 2 preparation nominations, good. 15 power commodity allocation every half hour. I don't understand what that means. Every half hour. Any positive influence change in a controlled exploited system is increased by 10%, increasing to 15, 20, 25% at galactic powers standing levels 3 to 1 respectively. So, any positive influence change in a controlled system is increased by 10%, and that will be 25% because we're at #1 galactic standing. Okay, so I think that just means that any systems we take over, we're going to have more influence over, changing the laws and the markets. But we'll have to figure that out. Rating 3, unlocked at 0 merits. Okay, rating 3, rating 4, rating... it looks like rating 3 and rating 4 are bugged. I've got no information. Let's just go on to rating 5. Unlocked at 10,000 merits. I can be pretty sure we're never going to achieve this. Weekly bonus of 50 million credits. Okay. 25 preparation nominations, 50 power commodity allocation every half hour. 100% increase to influence in controlled or exploited systems. This is irrelevant to us because I'm not going to play this game full time, but I know some guys do. So yeah, I think we can look at maybe rating 2. And that's about it. Weekly bonus of 50,000 credits and 2 nominations. That'll do. I am going to pledge allegiance. Felicia Winters, I am your man. I am now pledged. And we have merits earned. Ooh. So this is where we check how much we've earned. Carried over from last week, earned this week, and total. Stats, time pledged. Time pledged. Interesting. Okay, rating 1. To maintain your rating, you must earn enough merits to unlock it again this week. Now this goes back to something I read before, that they're only... that you're not going to be able to play this and then just leave. I think they want people to be playing this continuously. I think they're trying to... This is the stick to the carrot. They want to make sure that... people are actually playing this game continuously. I think they have had an issue with people playing a lot and then dropping off. And unsurprisingly, because there wasn't much to do. Okay, let's have a look at preparation. CC to spin this cycle. Top 10 systems. Now we'll be able to see this in the map. And the way this works is that we've got 1250 command capital, or CC, and this means that we can afford to prepare all the systems that are white. The ones that are in red we can't afford to prepare for expansion yet. Now let's just have a look. Number 1 is all in. Prepare all in to allow it to move into expansion in the next cycle. Increase the level of preparation by nominating it through this screen or by completing preparation actions. Interesting. Okay, governing faction federation, government type corporation, highest contributing power, Felicia Winters, 804. Population 7.5, economy high tech. Potential value CC. CC earned from system per cycle. Income versus upkeep. So this means essentially that if we take over, expand into this, and then come to control it, this will turn a profit for our power. So it's worth expanding into. Cost in CC. This is how much it costs in this cycle. So we have weekly cycles. Ooh, I can pledge to nominate. I've not seen that before. That's interesting. Preparation task. Educating the masses. Take liberal propaganda, that's what we talked about before, from our control systems and deliver them to contacts in systems we are looking to prepare, helping to educate their populations with liberal values. Okay. So we go from a control system, we pick up this propaganda, we deliver it to All-In, and I think that would be it. The thing I'm not so sure of is how close or far away we as a power are to preparing this system. Because every system that you're trying to prepare has a threshold. So we need to see how close we are to that threshold. Ooh. Mendindui. Nice name. Mendindui. This one makes the power more profit, so it's more worthwhile expanding into, slightly cheaper to nominate. Some of these generate far more than others. Okay, so Corkamine and Mindinui are the most worthwhile expanding into. Let's just let's see if we can figure out what this. One of them is high tech, has a higher population. Okay. And this one's industrial and has a lower population. Let's just see if we can see where these thresholds are. Right. Now my understanding is that Corkamine, preparing by Felicia Winters, 299 over 100. Now what I think that means is that this system, in terms of preparation, has already crossed the threshold. So, in effect, there would be no point going in and helping to prepare this system any further because it's already crossed the threshold. Okay, this is all distance from HQ, not too far, expansion costs, radius income, and upkeep, potential profit. Now, if you're new to Powerplay, radius income means all of these systems within a 15 light-year radius, if we take over this system, they become exploited systems. And exploited systems means that everything in this kind of blue bubble that you see here, all of the systems become earners. They become cash cows for us, basically. And in the Powerplay update, these are called exploited systems. The one that we actually take over, in this case Corkamine, is a control system. So that's what that upkeep means. So we take over Corkamine. Corkamine costs 22 CC per week. But all of the exploited systems in its 15 light-year radius generate 134 for us, meaning that potential profit is 112 per week. No contested systems. So that is good, that is worth doing, but not for us at this point because it's already crossed the threshold. Now, too many different colors. Now what we see here, these numbers here, we have a 4, a 2, a 9. This corresponds back to, oh, for God's sake. Need to click there. This corresponds back to this rating. So on the map we had 4, 2, whatever. That actually means the numbers on this list. So let's take number 9 for example. This one's still red. So I think that means in this cycle we don't have enough command capital to afford to purchase it for preparation. Let's just have a quick look. Number 9 already crossed the threshold as well, 131 over 100. Let's see if we can find one that hasn't crossed the threshold yet, to see if it's worth preparing. Number 2, way over the threshold. I reckon, just from the looks of things, that because this has only been released today, that they've just created these sort of as a scenario, because this is the beginning of Powerplay and the beginning of the cycles. They've already kind of crossed the thresholds, because obviously no one's been able to play Powerplay. This is a fresh start, so they've taken these as all over the threshold already, which in effect for this gameplay for us today means that it's not actually worth us doing any preparation missions. All of the systems that we want to prepare for expansion have already been prepared, as it were. So, with that in mind, maybe we can leave that for next week, the next cycle, and go on to expansion. Now, expansion, these are systems that have already been prepared, imagining that a cycle had already happened. And we then get to do missions. We then get to do missions that need to get this over the threshold. Now, this is something we can play today, because we're nowhere near the threshold on any of these. So, with that in mind, I'm going to finish this first episode of the Let's Play. Thank you for watching. If you're enjoying this, subscribe, and you'll be able to watch episode 2 when I release it. Thanks, guys. See you in the next one.